You gotta rub me the right way. I'm a genie. My hands hitting. They weren't doing shit. My hands were. Were you?
I was trying to move it with my mind.
Okay, hold on. Let me put it back.
No.
I'm gonna put it back.
No.
No? A little bit?
No.
Okay. Oh, no.
It wasn't working.
My teeth jumped.
Woo!
Wow.
Wow.
WCW, it's your big little sister Asia.
Shell Internet.
The good morning has to be at a higher octave. You can't start your morning low. You start high. And then as the day goes on, you be like, do I need a re-up?
Do I need a refill
of your shots?
Okay, starting off strong. Hope you got your shots.
Mm-hmm.
It's been a while since I did that.
This one.
Before we get too deep into the episode,
this one gave me tequila.
Just want to let you guys know that we have been having some audio technical difficulties. And if you know how to solve this problem, please drop it in below. I love a comment. So usually when we're doing audio, we use Pro Tools. And we have that whole mixer interface, whatever you want to call it. And we connect it to the laptop. Mm-hmm. And when you get into Pro Tools, you should be able to switch the audio piece so that it's picking that up. Mm-hmm. I think the last 2 episodes, we thought that was working, and it clearly was not. So if the last 2 episodes have been sounding very off or very airy, it's because we've been forced to use the audio from the camera. Here we are today.
I didn't get none of my sexy voice last week.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to get the ASMR version.
Yeah.
Y'all don't know the full effect.
So that was the issue when it came to the audio, and we're still having audio problems. For whatever reason, it worked all these years that we've been doing this, all this time, but now it does not register. I think personally that it got something to do with the Apple update. The last was like, that happened, and then things ain't been working right, and also my CarPlay don't work right since the update.
See, that's what happened when y'all want to update. Okay, so, if you get like me and don't not update, you would have these problems.
So I'm wondering if that's what the issue is. I have tried uninstalling, reinstalling drivers. It's just completely, like, my computer is not reading.
It might not be compatible. You might have to get a, we might actually have to check that for real. Look at you being tech savvy and smart. Because I was like...
But I was like really looking up a whole bunch of stuff and could not figure out what was going on. And then I'm like just putting the question itself into Google. Like maybe somebody else asked this question.
We probably should... we'll have to do that off here. We probably got to actually take it down there to have them check
do something out. Yeah, because I'm like, I don't understand what's going on. So today we tried to have a resolution that wasn't working, so you're probably going to get the audio from the camera again, but at least we're being consistent.
I don't think they care so much.
They probably don't, but I just wanted to let them know ahead of time. So it's not like...
I wasn't going to tell y'all shit. Is you listening or not? Okay.
All right. Well,
let's talk about this drink, though. It's so pretty.
Thank you.
It's very pretty. You always make pretty drinks.
Thank you.
Maybe y'all cute like you.
Thank you.
Okay, what is this?
So this one is called the Upside Down because it is the month of Halloween. Do it again. And a friend of mine was sending me over a bunch of different recipes that was like Halloween themed. The only thing is with this one, I had to make one little minor alteration to it. But either way. So anywho, what you're going to do is get you one of them shaker things, okay? And you're going to put 1 ounce of simple syrup and some blackberries. And you're going to muddle. I like you got to add lemon juice to that as well.
Lemon juice then muddle.
Yes, then muddle. So I did that. Added some ice, and then I added 1.5 ounces of tequilas.
Sip my tequilas.
I added 1 ounce, what should have been blackberry liqueur, but I couldn't find blackberry liqueur, so it's black raspberry, I think it is.
Okay.
So 1
ounce. I
ounce.
was looking over trying to figure it out.
So right
I can't read it.
Right. It's 1 ounce of that. And then you're going to shake. And in my case, I stirred with the ice. Then I poured it into this type of glass because that's kind of what the glass looked like in the picture. So this type of glass here. Yes. And then I topped it with ginger beer. Make sure you strain it though, because you will have all of the blackberry in there. So I strained it, poured it, topped it with ginger beer, and then garnished with blackberries.
It's really pretty.
It's the glass that really made it pretty though, because this glass is really cute.
Yeah.
Because I thought about, we got the glitters.
For effect. I was going to be like, for effect, add a little sparkle glitter in there. But we got the glassware for it because I don't want to drink glitter all the time.
Because this one's purple and this one's pink. I could have definitely did the glitters.
It's all right. That's why we got the glassware, so we can let you think.
But the glassware, this was our 1 year celebratory glasses. Yeah.
It was.
So put them in there and they look like this. So the upside down is what we got.
Upside down. Oh, no. I know that's not how that song goes.
Gonna
don't
put
fall
you
off.
in
Don't fall off.
there.
Get in there. Get in my belly.
Stir, 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 stir.
I'm gonna stab. You're starting.
Stab. Let's see what we hitting on. Pray. I'm not mad about it. What you think?
We gonna have this again on Halloween.
Huh?
We gonna have it again on Halloween.
You know where we're gonna be on Halloween? Looking at Usher, baby, Usher.
At 7 o'clock on the dot, I'm gonna be in his drive time. Curls and Alexa drive. Yeah, okay. It's Usher. Hi.
It's Usher. Well, I'm so excited.
I'm very excited.
I'm so excited we had tickets left. I'm excited that we're on level 100. 100 is
people where we at. We
in the 100.
Bougie in silence. We gotta do that. I went. That's gonna be. I went. I was there.
No, I got really lucky on those tickets. I feel like we paid the same price we did for Beyonce, and we got better seats. Not that we had bad seats with Beyonce, but I feel like we got better seats.
I was like, that's because wasn't nobody trying to be down there. Them seats for Beyonce to be down there was.
No, those seats was. But Usher said cheap to be down there. These are nice. But it was so crazy because we've been talking about Usher, and I've been wanting to see Usher for a long time. And I'm like, I want to go to the recipe. I want to go to the recipe, and never made it. And then finally, my dumb butt. I wanted. Okay, let me tell you why I paused on it though. For real.
Because you didn't know he was doing the music.
I was like, I'm nothing against this album, but I wanted to hear all the old cuts. I wanted to see all the old performances. I wanted to get the part of the residency that I was
She'll
missing.
be like, if it's the new shit, I don't want it.
I did. I might.
And we were like, oh, okay, it's not about Usher, man. This is very much about nostalgia. This has nothing to do.
No, it's very much about Usher, but it's not going to be as enjoyable if I'm not rocking with that album like that. And just be like, well, okay, cool.
Yes, you're supposed to go.
Nah.
Like, I saw my fave. So when we're old senior citizens and elderly, we can be like, that's how we went and saw Usher.
No. I'm going to say, I'm be like, that's how we saw Usher. Remember when he sang Nice and Slow? Remember when he hit the OMG? Remember what the stuff? Yeah, I want that. I don't want, that new album that ain't nobody talking about. So anyway,
people don't talk about new albums.
Lies.
In general.
Lies. People talk about new album. Everybody been talking about Glow album all day.
Fair, but that's because it's a great album.
And my point.
And also it's rap. I don't think people talk about new R&B albums.
I disagree with that too. When SZA had an album, they go for it. When SZA had an album, when Her has an album, when Summer Walker has an album.
I feel like the last person whose album I actually was like, yeah, I think the world was like, yeah, we're talking about this was when Jasmine Sullivan dropped.
When Jasmine Sullivan dropped, so
I don't think what is an R&B artist that has dropped recently?
I don't keep up with the drops, but
I'm saying like
when Janae Aiko dropped her album, everybody
I don't think that's true because there's been several drops that have happened in the last few months and nobody talked about them. Like a few people. Let me go look at my recent list. I don't think R&B gets the same now that people are like, yeah, we're waiting on everybody's album. I think for rap for sure, and I think depending on the artist. Let me just. Where did I go?
Beyonce dropped, but it's Beyonce.
That's Beyonce. Let's not put everybody else in this category.
That's not fair, but
I gotta go find let me tell you who be pissing me off.
Who's that?
Allie A girl. Okay?
That's what she calls Alexis, y'all.
It's Alexa?
Alexa, I said Alexis.
She gets on my nerves. Allie A girl, I've been trying to tell this heifer to play songs by Jay-Z for 3 weeks.
She won't play no songs by Jay-Z?
I don't know who the fuck she's playing. It's not just somebody named Jay-Z. That is some artist. I don't know, child. I just be like, and Shady thought it was a joke until she like did it herself and she was like, what is, and it's only mine though. And I'm like, why won't you show me new releases? Why are you acting, okay, new. Anywho, continue on. We'll continue on.
Yeah, but I just don't feel like, I feel like people talk about. Mm-hmm.
Have you listened?
I have not.
It's good.
I believe that wholeheartedly. Every single she dropped is good though. Glow can do no wrong. Oh, she was just on J Hud's show. And my favorite thing that Jennifer Hudson, her crew has been doing that is like the little tunnel.
The tunnel, yeah.
It's my favorite little thing ever. Mm-hmm. I don't like how they did Tia Mowry though, but not that it was bad.
That's what you wanted them to do.
But everybody else was, when they was doing everybody else, they were using, if they were singers or not singers, if they had a song related to them, they were using that song.
It was somebody else that they did, and I was like, you could have picked differently. I don't remember who though.
But like, if I have a song that you may somewhat kind of know me from, then if it's a theme song or a song that I had, etc., they did This Is How We Do It, but like the key of This Is How We Do It, but in regards to Tia Mowry, and that's fine. It was like it was terrible, but I was like, we missed a great opportunity to do like Sister.
I don't feel like she wants. I don't feel like that would.
Maybe because it was just her and not Sister.
Yeah, especially after she just did commentary on how they aren't as close as they used to be. That might have been a trigger.
I thought she corrected herself on that. It was like, oh, in regards to that, I meant that we didn't live in the same thing. I don't believe that, but
that's not what you meant.
That's not, no.
You don't got to clean it up.
You don't. Okay. If you and your sis ain't that cool, nah, I ain't gonna say that cool, but y'all not as tight as you once was. That's life. People grow
and we understand.
Move down different paths, do two different things. Life looks different. You're now divorced. She's still married. You know what I'm saying? You like move a little different.
Yeah, she moved. We're not gonna talk about that lady husband.
I do want to watch her show though that I haven't gotten. She got a reality show now.
Which one?
Tia.
Oh. Okay. Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know Pharrell dropped the album. I digress. I really went down a list.
You did.
Like,
you did.
And I didn't know none of these people dropped albums. And I listened to all of these people. Crazy talk. I went all the way to 2023. I was going to say 223. 2023. And I was like, you dropped the album in 2023? That's crazy. We're at the end of 2024.
We're talking about music. And I see this.
Make you lose control.
See this note here.
What's the note?
That's it. Okay, so I've been not fully watching, but taking a couple of glances at what do you call that podcast? The Ball Brothers? Is that what it's called? With Cam on stage and Tommy Baker. And they've been doing like hey y'all.
Come be our friends.
They've been doing like top 10s of stuff. And I didn't want to technically take their top 10s or whatever, but I was like, what's some top 10s that we could do? And since we're talking about music, and I wouldn't be able to help on rap, so I thought top 10 R&B songs, but I feel like that is a very broad.
I don't know.
I feel like that's too broad. So I feel like you got to be like top 10 breakup songs, or top 10 love making songs, or top 10 summertime cruise. Or like I feel like you got to be a little bit more specific.
Yeah, because the category of R&B is very wide. Encompassing.
Yeah.
Top 10 R&B songs is
or
crazy.
Or you can pick a topic, top 10 something.
No, I'm just like, I don't like top 10 anythings. Because I'd be like, what? How am I supposed to choose this? Like, I look at too much, I listen to too much. That's just, you know how far back R&B goes?
I feel like all my stuff would be 90s and 2000s is the problem.
But it's okay, because then how are we defining R&B? Because 90s and 2000s R&B is very different
of today's R&B.
Than today's R&B. Yeah. And then that's very different than like 70s, 80s R&B.
Very much.
And so that's, in my head, I was like, okay, well, some of the stuff, like, maybe let me consider that soul.
Yeah.
So that I don't.
That's why I said it was kind of a broad topic. So I guess we would have to like narrow that down to something.
Oh wow, top 10 R&B. No, we just top 10 R&B songs that like everybody would know.
Your top 10 R&B songs.
I don't know, child. We just gonna. I don't know.
Okay. You know what? I'm gonna
put Guapole on there.
Okay.
Just because I feel like that is a random R&B song that I think transcended.
I'm going to change though. Hold on. I'm going to save the top 10 R&B for After Dark. Because I feel like After Dark we can specifically be like, sex me songs. That's fine. You got time. So let's go to top 10, because we are big movie people, in a sense. Top 10 quotable movies. And I feel like
Temptations.
Temptations. Is that number 1? 10?
That's all of it. I don't know.
I ain't gonna put them in no order.
This is just gonna go. Temptations for sure.
Is 1. 5 Heartbeats is 1.
Sister Act.
Sister Act is
for sure.
1. Yes.
Shoot. Okay.
That's a good man, Savannah.
That's a good. Wait until it's hell. Talladega Nights. Because if you're not first, you last. Period.
Okay.
Like,
I didn't watch Talladega Nights enough.
Crazy.
Yeah,
that's
no.
a little right next to that's Step Brothers though. That's the thing with Talladega Nights. My bad, y'all don't come for me. Okay, movies. Top 10 quotable movies. How many we got? We got Temptations, 5 Heartbeats, Wait Until It's Hell, Sister Act. I said Talladega Nights. What's some more movies? Now I gotta go down my list of. What's the Hello Clarice?
Silence of the Lambs?
Yeah. Silence of the Lambs.
Huh?
Because I feel like it's stuff that you have to randomly be able to say in like daily life.
I don't watch these movies enough. Because I'm about to give you one random, and that's because y'all know this is my movie. Aladdin.
Child. If anything, Lion King. The Lion King gave us greatness for this.
They did. Aladdin's my favorite Disney movie, so.
I don't quote. What do you quote from Aladdin?
It's just quotable.
No, it's not. And not if you don't have no quotes from it. You can't just pick it because it's your favorite.
Okay, you're right. I didn't pick. I can literally say all the words when I'm watching it. I think that's what
Yeah, but quotable gotta
I like
be.
my quotables. Yeah, you're right.
Quotable is gonna be Lion King.
I don't think I quote nothing from Lion King.
Simba,
I don't.
who you are. Everybody says this.
Yes, I don't.
And I feel like the doing this on your kid forehead is a quote.
Okay, that's a quote. Yeah.
That's a
Hanging
quote.
Simba. Yeah,
That's a quote. That's
I do
a
that
quote.
to my dog.
Let me tell you about that little terrorist. She's got to. She won't be my dog to me so bad. I'll be like,
yes, you love her. She
Chill
wants
out,
to be loved.
Chill out. Okay, what was that? 6?
Sure.
Okay, we got 4 more. Oh, quotable movies. I gotta think about movies now. What's a movie that I say every day? I don't know. Because I know I have like my old school movies that are my personal movies, but I don't think most people. Friday. Mm-hmm. Friday for sure. That's 7. We need 3 more. Quotable. I don't know that I think Goodfellas is quotable though. It's a classic movie, but I don't know that people quote it.
I don't quote Goodfellas for real.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know.
And I like that movie.
I feel like it gotta be something with Samuel L. Jackson though. It's just a bunch of motherfuckers.
It's like, just a bunch of motherfuckers. That's it. That's all. Randomly, I would probably throw in A Few Good Men for me. Because
you can't handle the truth.
Yeah,
that's fair. That's fair.
One is so sad. That's a movie, and Shawshank Redemption are 2 movies that I always watch when they on TV.
I always watch Shawshank.
Yeah, always watching it on TV, and they play Shawshank Redemption from 11 to 3 o'clock in the morning every day. I don't know.
It'd be like, okay, we're gonna take a 1-hour break, and we're back.
If you get a break, they be like, we went off and we came back on.
I feel like I've seen it recently.
A Few Good Men?
No, Shawshank.
I saw it like a week ago. 2 weeks tops.
I've had to watch that.
Again.
Okay, so that's 7.
We
might be 8. We might be 8. Shawshank made 8.
Yeah, okay.
No. But we don't quote Shawshank. We just watch Shawshank.
Yeah, no. I didn't mean that as a quote. I meant A Few Good Men as my
Few Good Men. Yeah. Okay, so that was 8. Maybe.
Somewhere around there.
Okay. I don't know. I don't know, honey. I don't know.
I'm really trying to think of a movie.
Movies that we quote.
I can't say that quotable.
I think all of our quotes come from 5 Heartbeats and Temptation.
And Sister Act.
And Sister Act. I don't think I quote anything else. Juice. I feel like Juice or Belly.
I don't quote Belly.
One of the 2 of those.
And I'm trying to think, is there anything in Juice that I quote per se?
Simply because you gotta be like, you got the juice now. And
I do say that.
Yes.
I say that all the time. You got the juice now.
You got the juice now. And I be like,
I do say that all the time.
Do we? How did we movie. How did I
Okay,
get
so
to
we're going to
choose?
put that in there. So we need one more?
We're going to do 2 more because I don't remember if we was on 7 or 8.
Okay. We're struggling.
We're struggling.
And you're going to add another one.
Yeah, because, in fairness. Ooh. See, it's hard to do this because it's like the difference between movies that you know and you see and like in your mind you think of these things all the time and stuff that you quote. I feel like I'm missing movies. I don't know. I want to say First Wives Club, but I don't really quote that.
No.
I just know the movie very well.
Well, y'all drop y'all top 10 most quotable movies in the bottom.
I'm Googling. Now I need inspiration.
You're always on the road.
But I still
I know.
Gosh.
And we say those lines so much.
So much, for no reason.
We were like, okay, I'm finna hit a head out. Why you always on the road?
Does Mortal Kombat count as a movie or a...
It is a movie.
Yeah, but I don't say it from the movie. I say it from the game. Finish her. Like...
I don't think so. I do not think so.
Because, obviously, we're not going to count the movie because I don't care about that movie. But the game, that's weird.
I feel like I would switch to TV shows. Because I quote Martin, I quote Fresh Prince. You know what I'm saying? Like, I quote some shows. I feel like I have to throw in TV shows.
Yeah, because I'm like, I don't think I got no more movies that I quote.
As soon as
a piece of the action, but that's like my quote. I don't think that's quotable for everybody.
Okay, I feel like as soon as it's done, we're gonna run out for billion quotes. Like,
that's
dang.
That's accurate.
Dang.
I be watching Tubi movies. You don't really quote them. You just.
Let me tell you how I ain't never. Hands up.
I'm finally getting over this freaking sinus infection and turned into death. God, I've never been sick this long.
I never seen a Tubi movie. I don't really plan on.
Have you watched one movie?
What Tubi movie did I watch?
It was a random movie. I don't think you realized we was on Tubi.
When was this?
I'm always watching it, and then you was like, oh, we on jail. You probably didn't pay no attention to it, but it was on, and you saw it.
I don't know what.
Let me tell y'all, haters. Okay, Tubi is amazing. Okay, Tubi has good series. They give you good quality movies. Okay, I'm just telling y'all, don't let the white people give you Lifetime and then you disrespect Tubi. Don't do that. Okay. Anywho, whatever. It could be whatever, cuz. Where's that from?
Where is that from?
Oh!
Because we say that all the time.
Wait, where is that from? It could be whatever, cuz.
I think we just quoted LA. I don't know, but I know that came from something.
That came from something. It either came, I was going to say Coach Carter, but that ain't it.
I don't know.
Was it Straight Outta Compton?
I was thinking Straight Outta Compton, but I can't picture what that is in the movie, but it would make sense. It could be whatever, cuz.
I can't even think of who said the line. That's crazy.
I swear I feel like that's just all LA people, and we just picked it up.
But we say it like that specifically for a reason.
Yeah.
And I don't know for why.
It could be whatever.
It could be whatever, cuz.
I feel like it came from an actor.
No, it was a black person who said it. In my mind.
You know what's tickling? The one guy, what's his name? The actor. I think, what was I looking at? It was a specific Hispanic actor.
Hector, who plays Hector?
He plays Hector in like everything.
Mm-hmm. He was Hector in Friday. He was Hector in everything else that you can relate to.
Oh, yeah. I don't know his real name, but
Hector.
Was that where we got it from? Next Friday?
Oh, maybe.
It could be whatever.
It is. Little short one with the brim down. Yeah. You're right. You were definitely right.
Good job. That was you. That was all you.
Go team. Because I was like, it was a black person. It was not. It was short Hector.
He played Hector and everything.
I don't have time. Okay. I need another movie. I don't got another movie.
That's fine. Y'all give us another movie. They probably screaming like, y'all forgot this.
100%. 100%.
My brain don't work. I've been drinking.
Speaking of drinking, we're gonna get another round of shots.
Shot. Hit that.
I quote you got served because I do the. You doing it for Lil Saint? Oh,
do it for
Lil Saint.
We do that.
We do that.
You're right.
That's the thing. Okay, I'm going to get us shots.
And we're back. Let's go.
1 for the money, 2 for the show, 3 for the girls we getting all that.
Y'all can't see me twerk for the gods.
Okay, the seat over here like, wait a minute, hold me up, bro. Hold me up.
I finally got a little boo. I don't have time for you.
Okay, we're back. We're shooting.
We're shooting because where we're going next. Hope you're ready.
Oh, ready. Oh, she be trying to kill me. Where are we going next? I don't like the threat of that.
We are in the midst of season 7 of Love Is Blind.
Shout. Listen, for all, because I know I got a couple of girlies who are the Love Is Blind crew. Hey, y'all. Let's talk. Because I started this season. You know, normally, I hate the men. I be like, y'all, immediate trash. Everybody, okay, cross the board. Men, trash. This is one good one. Yay. Okay. In this season, I started off like, the women is red flagging me out, bro. Y'all is out here.
The women's is red?
When I started the season.
It's the women?
No, when I started the season, I was like, it was like a few men who were like very much immediately no, which we'll talk about them. But then the women were very like, where y'all find these people? What are we doing here? Okay, and then they start getting, into the couple zones. And I was like, okay, y'all, everybody just has some, makes sense, y'all in DC. I think I'm going to hate all of y'all. That's probably what happened.
I wish I would wrote these. Do you remember the couple's names? Because you just watched it a little bit. So let's go couple by couple. Because I think that would be a little bit easier.
Okay.
So I'm going to start with the easiest I think we can get out the way, which is Taylor and what's the guy name? What's the guy name?
Which one is Taylor?
The Asian lady.
Taylor and Garrett.
Garrett, there you go. Garrett. It's Garrett. I think they gonna work.
Yes.
They look very promising.
Even when they were in the pods, their version of like connecting with each other and kind of like, even in the grace that he showed, where she was like, I don't want to tell you my mom's name because you're immediately gonna know.
Yeah.
And kind of he allowed it and then broached the subject of why are you concerned about that kind of thing.
It was you're very calculated with your thing, and I'm like, but no, realistically, if we're going into this situation, not supposed to care or think about what this person looked like, if you, and I'm not saying that this is what he was doing, but if you were anti anything other than dating white, and you found out that I was Asian, that this was a missed opportunity because now I'm Asian. You know what I'm saying? So to say like, hey, if I tell you my mom's name, you're gonna clearly know who the hell I am. But let's tell you how.
Which is why I said I like how he handled it. Yeah. Because I could have also said that if my mama name was Keisha, you be then assume.
Yes.
Dead. Okay. She wanted that.
But you know what? Why we specifically, most of us, as soon as we talk, you know who the hell we are. Some of us, not all of us.
Except for, I don't think with Ashley you would have known. AD. But no, that's last season. What's the girl that Ashley?
Ashley sounds black to me.
I mean, I think maybe in like her first.
I think the one that I probably would have been like, is she? Is the young lady who's with Ramses. What's her name? Marissa?
Yeah, Marissa.
I felt like because she has are you or
like what are we? But that, I mean, once you get to know her,
once you get to know her, you really can be like,
understand.
Yeah. But
I'm really trying to find the couple's names, y'all. They is not trying to tell me nothing.
I'm so terrible. It's Hannah and who Hannah with?
Okay, I got you.
Thank you.
Okay, I got you.
So we did Taylor.
Okay, we got Taylor and Garrett.
One, I'm gonna say that I know I'm gonna jump ahead, but I very much like Garrett when Monica was going through her situation with Steven. Fuck Steven. Because you know what they've been doing this whole season though?
Gaslighting?
I meant production.
Oh.
Because why we forever come in the midst of something that happened?
Cutting stuff out.
I don't know if they cut something. I don't think the cameras was rolling when things were happening.
But I feel like Well, that's fair, because if they're in an apartment, you probably don't have cameras all the time. But then you have to, because they're not going to call you. Like, in the middle of an argument, I'm not going to think to be like,
right.
Call
but I'm like, maybe you hear something, and then they're like, oh, let me...
It probably come in, like, when they're scheduled to be there, and then they just come in on the...
It's just, they've been doing a very interesting job at coming mid-argument, because I felt like this one, the one with Ashley and Tim, or Ashley and Tyler?
Ashley and Tyler. The one with Tim and Alex. It was all like mid-conversation. Yeah.
And I felt, as soon as they start, I'd be like, what's happening? And then I find myself rewinding because I keep thinking I missed something.
No, I do think that they cut certain stuff, though. I think they, like, cut certain parts of it out so that it's kind of like you coming in, and some of it is, like, private conversation, or, like, they probably tell you, and then you be like, okay, like, what are y'all talking about today? Like, or you might get to pick that I don't want this part of the conversation to be shown or whatever, because I can't imagine skipping to Monica and Steven. I can't imagine that, like, she knew that whatever she saw was gonna happen.
Yo, mama was standing on business. Pull out your phone, write me my Venmo.
Send me my Venmo. I'm standing on it. I'm standing on it every time. First of all, you already know I've actually told somebody, like, I'm so sorry. Send me 10K. Run me some stacks and we can talk. I don't mind it. I held you down for a lot. Send me some stacks. If you're not sending me my money, we don't have anything to talk about. What are we talking about?
My man's fixed his mouth to be like, oh, I didn't even realize. I didn't know what I was doing. And she was like, you sent them this morning.
I didn't. I don't remember texting her.
You did it this morning. How you don't remember? You did it.
Why men be knowing? And women probably do this too, but I don't know. I ain't never dated you. Why do men be knowing? I got clear, concrete evidence right here. Do you not realize you make it worse when you just blatantly lie to me in my face? Like, if I'm coming to you about it, I probably know enough. Mm-hmm. And if I don't know everything, I'm going to just assume you lying about everything anyway. So let's just start with
I'm assuming they don't have any NDAs this season because everybody's out here doing interviews already.
Oh, I ain't seen any interviews. Why? Why you ain't sending them? Send them in the group chat.
Monica was, because I guess they was asking like how she saw the messages, and she was like, so all the couples stay in the same apartment building, and I think it was Garrett and Taylor who was doing something, like they was hosting something, doing something, and I guess they was waiting on a text from them or something to be like, oh, we ready, like y'all can come down. So Garrett texted him, and she was like, you know, like,
oh, let me see, like,
yeah, and she was like, another text came, and it was like, oh, should I, do I not? And I guess but she was like, whatever she saw, I guess it was like, the fuck.
Has that ever happened to you? I'll say for person, I've had that happen where like somebody was like showing me something and then a text came like through on the phone and I was just like,
That you read the text or it was the other way around? Like,
I read the text. Like they were showing me something, so I'm looking in their phone and then a text came and I was like,
no, not specifically. I had a moment so close to that, but not like there was. The guy at the time was playing DJ on my iPad, and you know your phone and your iPad, everything be like kind of linked, triggered, because it's kind of linked or whatever. So but it really wasn't nothing. But the person was like a person who like really doesn't text me that much, but it was a guy, and you know, and I'm like replying on my phone though because I'm not because I know it's harmless to me, but I'm not thinking that you have my iPad, and. So I thought about it and I was like,
my bad. I'm not sorry.
And it's because I'm the only person who's ever in my iPad, so the message ain't a secret. You know how sometimes it's just a name and no message? You could have probably seen the message. So yes, but at the time, you know, whatever. Moving past that.
But yeah, so that makes sense of why. But also shout out to Garrett again. You gotta love a cis bro, and I said this in double entendre for cis bro, but like he really was one of like sister style, one of the let me come in and make sure like, are you okay? Do you need anything?
I love that.
We'll be right here for you.
Love
when you
that.
Get done. Call us as soon as
I loved it. I was very much like, yay, y'all.
But Monica said, baby, Venmo me right now.
Run me my money, because you don't make enough to be with me. If we be honest,
she said,
it was like it's Kate Spade, but she said, don't you ever.
She said what?
the disgust.
Like Mary Kay.
No, I was taken off when he started talking about pegging, and I'm not judging nobody's kinks, but I was like, oh.
You know what I was taken off by?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't even get to the sex conversation. Because, you know, I'm not going to judge nobody about none of their kink. Well, I'm not going to judge you about your kink. I might not participate in it, but I really won't judge you at all. Like, I'm not even going to pause if you tell me certain stuff. What threw me is she brought up, like, getting flowers. I'm a flower girl. I love flowers. I love small little gestures like that because they can be very...
I like the small little flowers.
It doesn't matter how much money you have. Mm-hmm. You can always be like, let me go get $2. Let me steal a flower.
Yeah, for real.
Like, honestly and truly. So I like small gestures because it's like you're thinking about me. Mm-hmm. So when she told him, like, you said, and like, I understand, like, our backgrounds, our financial situation is different, but when you said in the pod, I said, like, we gonna get flowers randomly. That man said, I was using I don't remember his exact word, but essentially he was like, I was saying that like more hypothetically, like it wasn't actually gonna be flowers. And she was like, well, what was it gonna be? And I was like, don't gaslight me, because what you said was the things that you knew I wanted to hear, and they were like easy. Flowers are such low-hanging fruit.
It really is.
Flowers are low-hanging fruit. You don't have to do nothing. You could be like, I'm going to pick up some fucking ham off the bone from Mariano's deli counter and pass the flowers and be like, let me just grab one.
Flowers, yeah.
You know, it's not even like now if you
but I
you start
did
getting
like
intentional.
this thing with the flower, like what they had did the little glass thing. I thought that was cute. You didn't like that?
That's nice.
Okay.
It's not that I didn't like it. I did like it, but I don't like being gaslit either.
No, absolutely.
So like, don't be like, oh, I did this one thing for you, and I thought that like that's. And even though I told you I was gonna give you flowers all the time, like I don't know why you expected.
Cause you told me.
Cause now I'm petty. Cause now I gotta go side nigga that's gonna give me flowers all the time.
Clearly they don't make it. Hannah
and Nick
and Nikki D. That's right.
Hannah and Nikki D.
Do you think they're gonna make it?
I want Hannah to not get on my nerves as much as she does.
Oh, she does. She does.
That's just me. She was one of the ones where I was like, it was making me not like the girls of the season. Mm-hmm. First of all, okay, if y'all don't know, I'm a little Delulu. I like that Delulu. I love it. I love it in Delusion Land. Okay, I tell niggas something you don't have. I'm delusional. I love it. I love it here. It's fun.
I don't like it.
I love it. It's fun. Okay.
No, sometimes I'll be like, can I go back to Delusion Land?
Yeah, Delusion Land is fun. But her Delusion Land is like chaotic. Her Delusion Land is like stressful. What's the point of having Delusion Land and being stressed? That's crazy.
Okay.
So like, they on the beach and some old lady came up and you
girl, you was a liar, because that lady
you're a liar. But that's why like, she said, I realized I don't live in Delusion Land. I just like living in my own fantasy.
When she was like, she said that bitch. I said, girl, did we hear the same thing? Because I didn't hear that.
So essentially, the girl Hannah is very, very insecure, and her insecurity turns into extreme jealousy. Mm-hmm. So like, I think there's a very like, not everyone is insecure. A lot of us are. Mm-hmm. There's versions of insecurity where you can acknowledge your insecurities and then you respond to them in a very, let me communicate the insecurity, or let me do what I need to make myself feel better. So her version of the insecurity is to make it seem like you did everything wrong and like you're intentionally playing in her face. So every time something happens, like, he's not supposed to talk to women at all. Anytime a woman talks to him, he's supposed to be like, I got a bitch. I got a fiance. Like,
she forever coming at his head and not expecting him to come back. And the moment he was like, but you're the unemployed one, I was like, and I, oop. Because about that damn time. And I genuinely kind of like the conversation that him and her brother was having.
Yes. I think that was a very honest conversation.
Yeah.
And I appreciate him for having it in a safe space with her brother. Like, so here's where I'm coming from. I don't want you to feel like I was disrespecting her. And the brother was like, nah, I understand, because I have to do it sometimes, and she get an attitude about it. Because you don't have a problem. Again, not trying to be no pick me, but it's one thing I stand on. I'm not going to disrespect my man in front of people. And she says stuff that says or does stuff that can be very disrespectful to him as a man, to him as your partner. It don't matter who it is. And then, like, you feel like you're not supposed to have no consequence about it.
And you try to, like, LOL at the end.
Don't throw stones in there, LOL, by my broken windows, babes.
She, like, tried to LOL. The whole time it was, like, visiting his home. And, like, he can't cook. He lived with his parents. He did all that. And I'm like, and you say all these things because you was the complete opposite. You was kicked out at 18. And I mean, and not that great, but like you got your independence in a different type of way, et cetera, et cetera. But who are you to talk down to somebody else because he had a different, a different
and
life?
Also, don't make a fairy tale out of your nightmare.
One more time.
Don't make a fairy tale out of your nightmare because you got kicked out at 18 and you have a brother who we are all aware of could not come to the family dinner because they probably disowned him and don't talk to him because you have a gay brother and he met very separately. And your interactions with him are very different than it was with the rest of your family when they came to meet him. So, like, let's not pretend that, like, because you got your independence at 18 and then you want to sit here and pretend that, like, that didn't affect you and it's so great and, like, judge him for having a mom who's, like, he work and stack money.
But I will give her, she gave a great impression to his parents. They seem to really like her. Or they can be the type of parents that's like, I ain't for the dog on air and I'm going to have a conversation with you later type of thing, which is great. Unlike.
Rope out there, okay?
Unlike, is it Marissa? Did we get the name right?
Yes.
Unlike Marissa's mama. Because Bae,
she gotta go.
Ramses, bless your heart, baby, because I don't know how you did not check that one.
Now my mama came in talking about, so you gonna sign a prenup for what? First of all, for what? Marissa ain't got.
Gee, the way
she said sign a prenup like the lady is like a partner in a law firm. You out here acting like she Joan motherfucking Clayton. She ain't even graduated from law school, let alone pass the bar.
No, she was what? It was the I don't like the Jerry curls and one of the girl. You 55 with a tongue ring, and I want you to relax.
And a leather jacket in the heat.
And I ain't judging. I mean, I'm judging because I got a tongue ring. But I'm not gonna judge somebody else, right? Like, you ain't gotta like the way he looked. That wasn't your place to say that shit out loud.
Even if the first comment, I was like, okay, jokey joke. She was like, I'm not here for the little jokey joke.
Nah, but it didn't come out jokey.
Then you double down, and then you triple down. Hey, I'd have been like, mine.
And turned around and was like, her dad did her on her stepdad. That's your bad. That ain't got shit to do.
Okay, so hear me out. She was like, I just don't want to see my kids being taken advantage of, and my daughter has been taken advantage of by like so many men. Her dad took advantage of her. Her stepdad took advantage of her. It seems like you're the problem. It seems like you and the men you bring into my life are the problem. The ones I choose
seem to be on tape.
Because I just break up with them. They don't stay around long enough to be my indefinite problem, so you don't believe in marriage because you choose poorly. That don't got nothing to that. Don't tell my man that he's the problem and he gonna take advantage of.
Bless his heart. Bless his heart. And the fact that she was like, she don't believe in forever, I had to stop talking to her. Just because everybody left you. I see why you don't believe in forever. But just because everybody left you, don't mean that's supposed to happen to her or to anybody. And like, girl, she was bitter. She was mean. She was rude. She was disrespectful. I didn't like it.
You not finna tell me you not gonna give approval until I sign the prenup. What I'm signing the prenup for? What money she got?
I was gonna say I also don't need your approval, but in certain cases,
I don't need your approval.
But I tell you how I be telling my spouse.
Your daughter has a love-hate relationship with her whole life based on the decisions you made for her baby. I would have been like, I think you should stop talking.
Yeah.
She don't like every choice she's made. She's in conflict with herself because it's stuff that you force her into or situations you put her in. Now I'm the problem. Can she get a prenup from you? Can you make your parents?
But all in all, I like them as a couple. I think they handle their tough conversations very well. I think he listens, she listens. They speak well towards each other.
And I think they do good about like still standing on their boundaries and like, this is how I feel about this. If you feel differently, then that just is what it is.
Yeah.
And we'll have to like navigate around that. Again, I said before though, I also think there's some stuff that like, because he stands firm on his boundaries, it's not in conflict with what she actually believes or who she is. It's in conflict with what she's been pushed into or things that she's dealt with in life. So I think that in a certain way, I see that he is like pushing her to challenge her version of herself, which is very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But I think that's why she can kind of stick it through with him because it's stuff that she knows she wants to go and challenge.
I could, that whole military conversation was very, I agree with that.
She like, I understand, I know, I get it. But don't hate me, but I get it.
Move on.
Boy, to who?
Before we get to the Alex and Tim. Is Alex person too?
Mm-hmm.
I was a little nervous after that little argument, and he was.
Tim is growing on me.
Yeah, he was. I was cool up until the argument. I was like, no, I was really rooted. And that man was like, well, the way he hugged her and looked square into the camera with no emotion, I was like, my lord.
That man said, no, that was too much emotion.
My lord, I was like, oh God, this might not work. But they smoothed it over. They're pushing through. I could see.
He said,
No. When he was talking to her dad.
Talk about tears.
When he read that letter to her father, and the daddy got emotional.
He said, I need to give me a minute.
Bruh,
get my thoughts together.
I was sitting here like, I'm talking about, I was about to boo-hoo cry.
I did.
I didn't.
I did. I was like, oh my God. The Wiz. That's the movie that's called okay. A T. Because.
Yeah, no, that was a good one. I can see that.
I'm rooting for them. I hope that they navigate through this.
It was them in our last couple that I was like, yay, until.
This, we gotta talk about, who was it? Leo and Brittany, though. That's the rich, if I was a rich boy. Get out.
First of all, I don't want nobody who wants me for my money, but I just want you to know that I sell art, and I have a Rolex, and I have
being an art curator is such a bougie position to have, because you either get into it because you really were passionate about the arts and like got a break. People who are in the art world have to do so much to really like get in there and like get recognized and get names and get those positions, or you have money and you donate to the fucking museum and they'd be like, yeah.
I don't want you to know that I have money, but I have so much money that was left to me. I live pretty well.
My Rolex.
I have a Rolex. Yeah, it's a Rolex. Like, I was like, oh my God, get off the screen.
I hated him.
Apparently they didn't get picked and they decided to take their own trip.
But also she was one of the girls that made me hate the girls for the season, because she was very much, I don't mind nobody who come in and be like, I'm a kept woman, because Lord bless me, please, to be a kept woman at some point in my life. But she very much led with, I don't know why people just always assume that I'm this type of girl and I just want something different.
And to me, he was gaslighting too, because he was saying everything that she needed to.
He was 100% gaslighting, and he was also trying to get with Hannah.
Yeah.
And then only chose Brittany when Hannah was like, yeah, I'm not going to.
It was the complete meltdown for me. Wait, tell me there's more time. Did you make your final decision?
Which I think was also fake.
I do.
Fake. You fake.
I believe that he was.
How you not gonna like me and then still gaslight me? That's crazy.
I don't think he didn't like her. I'm not gonna say he did or he didn't. I just think he was trying to get through the show by any means necessary.
But that's what I mean by you don't like me. Don't gaslight me and be like, oh my God, I was really gonna choose you. Because then if I go make this decision and be like, oh my God, I'm gonna change my mind again, and I choose you, you didn't gaslight me. You don't.
I'm gonna give Hannah some credit. It was the moment when she was like, I mean, she didn't say this, but like, nigga, like, stop this in my
bitch.
No, when he switched, it was like, please tell
her
she was my number one all this time.
I'm not gonna tell her anything. What are you talking about? What are you saying to me?
And my crazy but didn't even realize they didn't get, like they met everything, they did the whole proposal. I didn't pay attention. They didn't go to. They
went to Miami.
Yeah.
And broke up.
Yeah.
Because why am I here with you? Thanks for the trip.
Yeah.
Staying in a 5-star hotel and then get out.
Now, last but not the least, Tyler.
Mm-hmm.
Tyler and it. First of all, Ashley.
That's crazy.
I am daddy too. Let me tell you,
Ashley.
The moment that man stepped on the scene in that black suit, I was like, "Is that your daddy?"
In the restaurant that we just assumed he owned, because why you in here in this closed restaurant? How can you shut down the restaurant?
That is a handsome man right there.
He stood up. I stood up. What you mean? Oh my God. Hi.
I definitely was. We was on the phone when you wasn't where I was yet. I'm like, "That's your daddy?"
And then when I got there, I was like, "Hey, Zeddy." Hi.
Nah,
what do you mean? Actually, I'm gonna come be your friend, and it's solely because I'm trying to come to family dinner. I think you're an amazing person. It has nothing to do with you.
No,
you need a stepmom. I deserve it. I don't know.
That's a handsome man. But I love how he was like, my daughter accepts you, I'm gonna accept you. Like, in so many words, like, if you fuck up, like, don't fuck up. And, you know.
And here we are.
This man. Okay. So prior to the last 3 episodes that came out, the interwebs had found out that him supposedly had 3 babies. Not supposedly. He got 3 babies.
3 of them. He admitted to having.
Yeah, he got the tree. And
that's crazy.
We as the public was like, how you gonna pull this off?
Because the thing is, like, you're in the pods, you are supposed to disclose whatever information. So he said that he had been married before. He told her that he had been married before.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. She knew that he had been married before.
I thought it was Ramses that was married before.
Did Tyler not say you?
I don't
Maybe I'm
remember
confusing them.
I know Ramses has. I don't remember.
I feel like I thought he told her that he had been married before. Anywho, I digress. She ain't know about these babies, regardless.
However, someone across one of his interviews said that. And somebody was like, so when was you going to talk about this? So he said, he didn't, there was no right time to say it. And the girl was like, the pods, you could have said it. He didn't really have nothing for that. But he was just like, the conversation was starting to happen off air. And she was like, we're going to have this conversation on air. And that's how I guess we figured out. But that man said, I had sperm babies. I was trying to help a couple have babies.
We were talking about children. And that's, I think, what her point was.
Yeah.
We have talked about children multiple times. What do you mean the conversation, there was no right time to have it? We talked about kids' names and which ones, like, whether or not you got to pick the names. You talked about starting family traditions together. And you
it was
said,
the baby mama calling him out.
We literally talked about we're going to start these traditions with our kids. We're going to start it. We're going to do these things. You ain't tell me I'm going to have to join in with my stepkids. What if a man with kids was my boundary? What if that was a hard stop for me?
Yeah.
What if I don't want nobody who has kids because I want to be the first? I want us to start everything together.
And you took her choice away. And I don't like that for her. I
don't know how we get past that. I genuinely don't. I don't think there's like, you love him, you care about him and all of this stuff, but like, that's a hard lie to try and get past. 3 kids?
3
I'm a stepmama. I'm not even stepmama to 1. I gotta get 3 little humans to like me.
To like me. Let alone you want to have babies of our own.
That's crazy.
Are we doing another shot?
That's okay. We're gonna Because if you ask, that means we have to. You don't be volunteering for that. So yeah, we gonna do it. Clinkity-Clink.
Shelly trying to do shit.
Shell said it's 7 p.m. Friday. It's 95 degrees. You really need to listen to the album. It's gonna take you through.
I plan on listening, so I just ain't got.
No, I'm just saying it's gonna take you through. Like, her, it's one of the quick albums to get through. With no skips.
Okay.
And it's very much a fuck niggas, bitch, of this blind type album.
Ew.
Like, it's gonna give you with a little praise beat.
Yeah,
like,
if Kirk Franklin on this album, go off.
But you know when Kirk Franklin get on a rap song, it's a rap. You see how I did that? When Kirk Franklin get on a rap song, it's a rap song. Because Ultralight Beam with Kanye and Chance, and then Kirk Franklin on the prayer, and then what's the ass relay? What's the Kelly Price? On the vocals. Nope, I didn't want you to do the whole thing. Okay, yeah, the in conclusion, yeah, that's how Love Is Blind stuff, and I don't know what's gonna happen, but
if you ain't watching, go watch. I think so we had 6 and 3, that's 9. How many episodes is it usually? Like 13?
I think it's about, it's like another 3 or so coming out.
So I cannot wait for these final episodes. Probably be on the way and stuff, of course.
Yeah.
Cannot wait to see. I'm sticking with Tyler and Garrett if I don't get married. I kind of feel like Marissa and Ramses is going to make it.
Because we have to meet his people. We have to meet Ramsey's people. We have to meet...
It's like 2 of them people who don't want to be on camera though, right?
But that's on... What's the... Taylor, the girl.
Yeah.
Her people don't want to be on camera. He still has to go meet them. And then...
I feel like it's somebody
else's. Is it Ramsey?
I feel like it's Ramsey.
Ramsey's people, I think, don't want to be on camera.
I mean, you know.
Like, Steven, who was she gonna meet? I just thought that, like, who was she supposed to meet?
I wanted to have,
like, if I came to your mama's house, your mama don't got pictures of her grandkids?
Not Steven. You said Steven, that threw me off.
Oh, sorry, not Steven. Tyler.
Like, because to me, I was like, I really wanted to like him at first, and he was so excited to be an ounce of black. You know, I was
that's
like,
so he can be
a embodiment. Moving right along.
That man really was gonna cheat because he wanted butt play. And she said she was uncomfortable. You realize that's when that happened.
Yeah.
They had a conversation about butt play, and then the next day.
Like, but are you concerned at any part of Ramses and Marissa when it comes to the sex thing? Based off the trailer, that looks to be a big problem for him.
I think he's just gonna need to suck it up and acknowledge that you're gonna have kids in a year or two.
He don't have a problem with the kids. It's her.
No, it's him. He wants to wait 3 to 5 years.
He was like
no, it's opposite because she keeps telling him my clock is like, you want to wait 5 years and I'm gonna be 37 and I don't want to have my first child at 37.
I could have sworn
it's him because that's why it keeps coming up because she's like, are you sure you don't? And he was like, well, minimum 3 years. And she was like, okay. And he goes, I want us to have time to ourselves. And I'm like, that's fair.
Yeah.
But she's like, I'm 5 years, I'm 37, and I'm going to be having like my first kid. If you want multiple children, then you're putting me at higher risk. So then she's like, well, we got to take precautions. And
it was her putting her foot down on like, I'm not
taking birth control. So that's why I'm like, it's him because he's like, well, you, and she was like, I'm not going to force you. And she's like, yeah, well, I'm not taking birth control. So we're going to have condom sex. And he was like, well, condom sex doesn't feel good. And she was like, I'm not getting on birth control. And if you don't want to have kids until like, guess your pull-out game got to get strong, my boy.
Listen. Well, I mean, if you're being honest, y'all already pulling out these last few, whatever, by the time.
I just feel like at this point, if you know that you're going to marry her, that if you want kids, I feel like kids is a conversation where you can say like, oh, 3 to 5 years and like truly try your best to plan that. But also if you want kids, you need to just accept you might have to have them a little bit sooner and like.
But I get it. I don't want, if I get married, I wouldn't want to rush to have
I don't want to rush to have kids, but I just feel like if we want to have kids, then who's to say when like, unless I'm on. And truth be told, I keep saying, I know so many people who had kids when they was on birth control that like, either you're risking it or falling down the stairs. One of the two. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, that's it. Them your options there. Like, so, but we're rooting for you. We hope everything goes well.
So I see a couple of other things.
What? What was this?
These your stuff. Because you would have to fill me in on this Darius Cooks come from Auntie Tabitha, and I don't know nothing about that.
First of all, haters, they gonna hate. And ballers, they gonna ball. And blessings, they gonna fall when your name is Tabitha Brown. So here's what happened. Hey Auntie. So Darius Cooks, who always has a problem with some black woman who gets into food consistently.
Really?
You got too much shade around you. And there was I don't remember sis's name, who she's a chef, been in a lot of like Bon Appetit type of a writer and all of that for like food. And she was like, she was like down with him. Like he's talked so much trash, like none of his like businesses are actually successful. None of that. She was like, he talked a lot of trash to be making money scamming. That's crazy. And I was like, wow. Wow. And
I know nothing.
But spill tea, she's like, here's receipts. Like all his restaurants have been like in bankruptcy or closed for sanitation. And like he charges people $300 to come to events and then serves you like microwave food. Like it's crazy.
Wow.
And I've seen that post a lot of time. I don't know that that's true all the time. I'm sure you do enough good because people still support you.
Yeah.
But this is one of the things where like leave certain people alone. So he went on this whole rant about how Tabitha was stupid for making a deal with Target, for getting her food products and stuff, because he's like, oh, it's on a bottom shelf, they don't respect you, and you sign this contract, and like if you don't make no money from it, then you still owe them. It just really kind of like, he tried to do it under the guise of business conversation, but you throwing shots and throwing shade. Mm-hmm. And this is not the first time that he's done this. Like, I know that because I've seen certain stuff and been like, why you don't want to let people be great? Like, and he continues to be like, I would never do that. Like, I would never do that. And Tabitha's response,
yes, Auntie Tab,
as she always does,
I call her Auntie.
She and Tia are the same age. They are 40 something.
Okay.
But they aunties. Her beautiful response, as she always does, is very classy.
I love Tabitha.
Classy. Not even gonna address you, but I'm gonna address the situation because I don't want you to discourage other people from their paths and their go-to. And her quotes of quotes is like, sometimes all people have is the audacity. Like, sometimes all you can do is talk. All you can do is have the nerve. That's what she said. Like, sometimes all they can do is have the nerve. Like, you have the nerve to talk about my business. You have the nerve to talk about my deals. You have the nerve to talk about what you wouldn't do, but you're not in a position to do
talk about it. Yeah.
So
I didn't know that about him. I mean, I don't keep up. That's one thing I know. I don't keep up with the chefs like that. Like, not in regards to like personal. I won't look up a recipe, and I be like
going chefs. You know, like I actually like kind of looking into it.
I feel like Tabitha. I like Mr. Make It Happen.
Yes.
I thought I liked Darius Cooks.
I'm going to be honest that for me, I have for a long time kind of fallen back from him because of how much controversy. Why did you do that? Why did you grip me like that? No, I've been doing that too.
It's been following to me. I was like,
you did a whole. Okay, anywho, yeah, I have fallen back from him because there's been a lot of controversy, and specifically coming from Black women talking about their experience with him and kind of how he is and how he moves. And I just never agree that if you are a Black man in any space, you don't have to throw shots at Black women. And I just feel like Tabitha Brown is unproblematic, and you are not even in the same. You ain't in the same lane as her, and I don't even mean in terms of just like she's doing so much more than you, but like, she specifically is vegan. She's specifically looking to like make vegan accessible. Mm-hmm. That's part of why she went with her partnership with Target, is it gives her a bigger audience. So his argument is like, you got however many millions of followers, you could have got all of them to get like buy something for $1. And I'm like, bro, do you not understand? This is when I be like, you don't really understand business. Don't talk on business, and you're talking to people who are not going to process all the other sides that come to do with business. Like production costs. Yeah. Like making sure you have consistency in your product, because you don't care about consistency in your product. You don't like, these are things that packaging, design, your accessibility, opening your market to a broader audience. Because if she in Target, that means if I have semi-success in the U.S., I could go international. Yes, Target is everywhere. Yeah. So you are very limited in your version of, I would never sign my name on that, baby. You would never be worth what I'm worth. I don't know what to tell you. So mind your manners and mind your business. That's just how that works. So yeah. But Auntie Tabitha being her unbotheredness.
I need to go so I can get her seasonings.
Oh, I got the sunshine one. I like that on my veggies.
I want to get Mr. Make It Happen too, but I don't think his is in stores. I think you go to his website.
On the website, yeah.
And I don't know what it is. I be ordering stuff on websites. I would just be like, I want to go to the store and pick up my seasoning.
I'm like that too.
When it's like seasoning, I guess.
Yeah, I'm like that with food related things. But I want to go to the store.
Also, I'm trying to be very salt conscious, so when you have like seasoned, like the all-purpose seasoning, I'm like, dang, I can't really, because I don't know the amount of salt. Yeah. So
But yeah, I actually like Tabitha seasoning. I got the sunshine one. I can't remember the other one that I got, but I like them. And so, what can we give Darius Cooks?
A rating for these drinks. So what are we thinking, sis?
Thinking about you. Ooh, no. Where's Frank Ocean?
Man of his business.
No, come give us an album. Come drop a feature or something.
You said I quit.
Man, literally, is I'm gonna give y'all the requirements for this contract.
Lauren Hill does.
That's crazy. Drake. What do we do out of 5?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go 4.
I was too.
I'm gonna go 4.
4-star rating.
I'm gonna go 4. I like it. It's good.
It's good, but I feel like it's missing something. I'm not quite sure what.
like in the middle part of my palate.
Yes, absolutely.
The middle part of my palate, and I don't know what I want to be there. We'll play around and figure it out. But I do like it. It's very good.
Make sure you guys try it, and if you do, drop your thoughts below. Make sure you drop your why can't I think tonight?
Drink suggestions.
Thank you. Drink suggestions below.
Like, comment, subscribe, share, suggest other topics for us to talk about.
Yes.
Anything else?
Follow us on our socials.
Yeah. Follow me. Follow me. Yeah, and you got anything else?
No.
Okay, we'll see y'all later. Deuces.
Bye.